Alrighty, so here's that Camaro we were talking about, and we're gonna walk all around it, show you inside and out, show you what the vehicle is. So obviously it does have the front spoiler on it, and this would have been factory as part of that ground effects pack. I always check the front lips on them, just because if they're going to have any curve, that's usually where it's at. I don't feel anything on that car. Body-wise, this car is really, really clean. I mean, it's a 10,000 mile car, it looks like it. You can see somebody did black out the side marker lights. You can tell right through the very top, there's a little bit that's kind of missing, but it's kind of one of those details. You got to get right up on it to notice it. This does have 20-inch wheels front and rear. You zoom out just a little bit. Of course, red brake calipers, so very good look. Kind of ties in with the whole car. Tires feel like 10,000 mile tires. I mean, they're practically brand new. Does have the satin black mirrors, as well as the side skirts. And then whoever owned it definitely did the windows out really, really dark. I left this one down just a little bit to kind of try to give you a little bit of comparison. I'll show you more on the other side. But now when we talk about red brake calipers on the V6 cars, it is going to be the front caliper only. This is going to be the standard rear caliper back here. Does have the Goodyears all the way around it. And rear tires, I cannot get my camera up in there, but there is plenty of tread left on those. They did black out the rear here as well. And then coming on out back, of course, it is an RS. It does have the dual mode exhaust on it. So you can see it's got the quad out. So you do get a little bit more noise out of that. And then this is very reminiscent of the ZL1 1LE wing. That definitely was not factory. And you can see the mounting points of where the factory spoiler sat. Now, with this car being white, honestly, if it was me, I would take an interior, one of those little plastic interior tools, and pop those up just a little bit, paint them white, and push them back down. And honestly, unless you're right up on it, I don't think you'd really notice it. Looks like we do have some different floor mats back here. Of course, all factory, and I don't see anything changed at all back there. You can see, and I'll try to get my paint touch-up guy to clean this up a little bit for me, but you can see they definitely made some notches here to get into to do this. And when I say clean it up, I'm mainly talking about the paint edges. Honestly, I would prefer to have that cleaned up a little bit. This one they didn't do nearly as bad a job on. They did a pretty decent job over here. We can see they opened it up to get into that rear spoiler back there. Then, I mean, it's mounted nice. I don't really feel a lot of play. This side's got just a little bit in it, but not anything I don't think to really be overly concerned about. This rear tire feels just fine. And you see what I was talking about with those? That's actually a white piece of paper right behind that window. So they are fairly dark windows. To me, these look lighter than back here. The side and then the very back, I think, are probably 5% or something like that. I mean, they're super, super dark. Of course, the car is equipped with a sunroof. But body-wise, really nothing to complain about at all, other than, like I say, that rear spoiler. But inside, adrenaline red interior, does have the red seat belts. Of course, bear with me as I hop into this thing. All right, sorry. So, adrenaline red interior. It does have the optional red knee pads on it. These are aftermarket, these shift extenders. Honestly, I had these on the last car I had. Just makes it a little easier when you want to kind of play with it a little bit. Now, of course, this will have the big MindLink radio in it. I'm getting a little air moving in here, sorry. So you'll have your Apple CarPlay, your Android Auto through here. All your Bluetooth can play through there. If I swipe over here, you'll see you've got lots of other little maps and stuff to play with. Now, these Chevy Plus maps, they do require Wi-Fi. So personally, I would just use your Apple CarPlay or your Android Auto. And of course, right below that, we have our dual climate control. With these cars, of course, kind of a little different in that this trim ring essentially is your temperature adjustment. You can see it right there going up and down a little easier. Our mode selector here will change exhaust tone because we do have the dual mode on it. But the interior is absolutely beautiful. I really don't see... Like I said, the car honestly looks like a 10,000 mile car, so... You got your USB ports and stuff hiding right back there. And then in here, this one does have the locking lug nuts, so it does have the regular lug nuts in there. And this is new enough that we don't give you the big thick owner's manual anymore. Now I'm just gonna leave that down for a second. It's actually built into your My Chevrolet app. Sorry, it's cold enough. My fingers aren't really registering too well on the screen. So you can see, we'll get it loaded up here. I'll go ahead and hit accept on these two. There we go. And you can see learn about your Camaro. There's where your owner's manual is. So it's actually digital on these cars. Now, obviously, it does have a sunroof. This opens and slides. There's a bunch of water up there, so I'm not doing it today and soaking the whole interior of this thing. But please let me know what questions you have, and I look forward to talking to you soon. Thank you.